Hey there, and welcome to this week's episode of Siasa na Vijana. I'm with Jadiel Kabiro and the intelligent Simon Irungu. He calls himself that. I don't call him.
Actually, he wants to change it to
He wants to
preacher.
change it to
Preacher.
the
Preacher.
The preacher.
Somehow.
Not the
and
preacher.
Okay.
He's something
Back
else.
to siasa.
Yeah.
This week ilianza na Sonko, your beloved governor. Wewe ndo ulikuwa unamtetea sana. He was arrested. Why though? He was arrested because he's facing several counts of terror
And
organizing
bribery.
militia,
And
bribery. And let's leave alone the fact that he rose to a podium the other week and said, I burnt down cars
Na
and
tuka-
blame it on Raila.
Vuta sigara kubwa.
Na tukavuta sigara kubwa. You know, he has a number of crimes down.
Yeah, but
The thing is though, anashikwa because he did those things, ama is it political?
obviously we've gotten to a point where everything that is happening right now is kind of political. Remember, since he started speaking nasty about the president, if these things were happened last year summer or even happened in 2017, why now? Why didn't they arrest him once they got these charges against him? It means that this thing is kind of political, and now ukiangalia security anapewa ni security.
And you
hatujaiona
know,
na any criminal
where
in the
you know
country.
there's some days there last week alipelekwa committee before court,
Yeah,
before hearing alipelekwa committee.
na tunashinga committee ni ya kupeleka mse before hearing ama ni after amekuwa sentence.
That
And then he was
really
saying
bad.
that there's this lawyer, I think number something. The lawyer was saying that when kuna mtu alikuwa anataka kumdunga dawa ya kumaliza
While in committee,
while in committee.
I-
Ndio maana sasa yako gigiri.
I can't ako Gigiri because ako Gigiri awaiting hearing on Tuesday. Amekuwa huko anataka huko.
Lakini hata kwa committee yako committee at the he was not put with other people. He
Kuna
was in
special
But
unit.
committees-
Kuna alikuwa isolation.
he was isolated.
Because my reasoning is this guy hizi vitu wanamcharge nazo si za last year.
Okay, we all know.
Last year but one.
That's what I'm saying.
Zingine 5 years ago. And then now mnataka kutuambia
Yeah.
ati sasa this is the time now to pull the justice card.
So you know,
What
justice in Kenya takes time. So maybe watasema hiyo kesi imekuwa pending. Sasa ndio time yake imefikiwa. Sasa
It's not about the cases were from many levels. But you said that he talked something on the president. So that's the reason, alright? In Kenya, we have politicians who tend to talk bad about the president, and the president does nothing. Remember, for example,
Actually, it's only the politicians from the NASA side. Let's agree on that. Watu wake ndio anawafinyanga.
we have people like
Afinyangi hao watu wengine, watu wake.
Because
Unakumbuka
he
Babu
can-
Owino,
yeah,
he didn't
Babu
do
Owino,
anything.
he
he
cannot
talks
tame
trash,
he can't
Not
tame them.
Baba guys.
So
He
I
can't
think
tame
actually-
them. Baba is Baba.
And he's beyond Uhuru somehow.
Sonko
Baba
being
is-
arrested.
He's always been beyond.
Sonko being arrested, it's not that he talked rubbish or something. It's because he talked rubbish. Now they're bringing cases on him to show him that the government has a say.
My thing is though, before we continue, is even if Sonko did whatever he did, even if he spoke nastily about the president, ikifika time yako ya kuchomeka, mimi sitakuwa na
But if
huruma.
only he did
Ungua.
not talk bad of
Hata
the
Ndio
president,
nasema,
hata
the
president.
thing is, kama ulifanya makosa, mtego wa panya kama ulikuwa amukua lakini ulikuwa hizo mainadi.
Kwanza yeye ndo amejiwekea mtego. Mtego ni wake.
Yeah.
Do you know Sonko aliongelea Uhuru vibaya lini?
Sigara
Like, a
kubwa.
while back.
Alianza na sigara kubwa. Before the latest ilikuwa sigara kubwa.
A while
Alafu
back.
akafanya ile ya
Nyokabi.
Nyokabi. Alianza na ya Nyokabi,
Alianza
the
na
sister.
Nyokabi, yeah.
Yeah. So right now he knew this was going to happen.
Then immediately after Nyokabi, Uhuru was launching something, I think, kwa military camp. Then akasema na kuna wengine wanadhani mimi ni simba
I
nimenyesha.
think Sonko just
Nitaanza
too
kunguruma
comfortable.
kama simba. Alafu akampea time. He actually gave him time. Akaendelea na Sonko being Sonko akajifunga.
Maybe someone saying akitoka prison sasa atakuwa anaimba wimbo ya BBI mbaya sana.
We don't know.
We don't know. We
I
don't know
think
about
that is
Sonko.
his way out. That
Kuimba
might
BBI.
actually be his way out. Yeah.
Maybe actually I'm seeing one of these fun days Raila visiting him na hivyo ndo anatoka prison. See, that is the other time. Unakumbuka there's a time also he was almost facing impeachment. Like alikuwa anakuwa impeached. Then akaenda, he went and visited Raila at Capitol Hill offices. Na hiyo kesi ikapotea tena kiasi, Sonko and Badi then came together again.
Is Raila though the law? Is
Then
he the law?
tena akakuja akakosana na Badi na this time hakuenda kwa Raila, so
You see, I can actually say he has a say in the law.
Baba.
Yeah.
Above the law.
He's always
He has-
having
he has
a
a
say for
big
quite
say.
some time.
Oh, crazy. It's crazy.
Because ukiangalia on this other side the so-called Jubilee MPs, kina Murkomen time walijaribu tu kubweka they were stripped of their post nini hata hawakupewa time. Siku hizi nawasikia wanalialia na wanapiga selfie na Sonko.
But do the posts really matter? Kwa sababu after kutoa Murkomen wakeka Kang'ata, how is it wakeka Kang'ata? Sasa Kang'ata ndiye kwa
anaenda kutolewa.
DPs guys.
Akiendelea hiyo pia anaenda kutolewa. Hiyo tutaongelea the next time.
Yeah.
Now the MCAs, turudi kwa hii BBI yetu yenye tunaongeleanga kila show.
Yako.
BBI is for all of
It's
us,
yours.
for the youth.
It's yours.
For the youth. For the youth. And now our DMCAs have decided to say that because we've been asking for this car grant for a long time now, na mmekuwa mkitulenga, now we have you cornered. Now they are saying they want the car grant or they don't pass the BBI. Oh no, the question is, do you think MCAs deserve car grants?
Is there anyone who deserves car grants right now? They
Actually,
gave the
no.
MPs, but right now
They don't.
Unajua Raila kitu amefanya na history ya car grant. Ni amejitoa. When he was
Amejitoa.
speaking, was it on Thursday with ODM MCAs, he was saying Uhuru ndiye amemwambia atawapea.
Actually alimaliza na kusema hiyo ni ahadi mlipewa,
Yeah,
na aliyowapea atatimiza.
Ni Uhuru, not him.
Akasema so alisema, in short alisema si mimi nimewapea.
So and then ikafika point yenye alikuwa anaulizwa venye alikuwa na wase wa Inoro akaulizwa kwa story ya hongo. I was like, hii si hongo, we're just giving them what they deserve, you know? It gets to a point where we're thinking, do we really have to pay these guys? If this thing is so good for the country, do they have to be bribed for them to implement it? Hapo ndio tumefika sasa hivi.
Wewe kwanza unasema
They don't. Tuko kwa car grants.
That's what I'm going there, but you said a statement for Lopez that BBI is for the youth. Let me tell you. Nowadays, the political game is you use the youth to get what you want. Now on think
Car
about
grants.
that. Tafakari. Now we go to car grants. If the BBI should pass, you don't have to give people something. So to give them that is bribery.
It's actually bribery.
Open bribery.
Interesting.
So if they are going to accept the car bribery, I'll put it that
They're not even
car
accepting, and they're
that's
the ones
just
who are demanding for it.
They are demanding.
It's the same as telling the policemen out there continue collecting bribes.
Inaitonga why this is what ransom.
Tumewashikilia
Open promotion of
tumewashikilia hii
bribery.
BBI
They
mpaka
have kidnapped BBI now because BBI is now in their hands, so they've kidnapped BBI. Wanataka ransom alafu.
tuachilie
Interesting though, Siaya already passed within one day. It was
Unajua
hataki the wanawaibishi baba kama ni kwenda. But then me acha nikwambie why these guys from Siaya, but Siaya is my home county, why they passed it. I mean, these guys wanajua serikali na MCAs. If Uhuru has showed us anything from 2013 is that he's good at kuruka watu. He's good at kuruka. Uhuru atatoka tu car grant inakuja alafu akuja mimi sina deni ya mtu.
Actually, remember
deni ya Ruto.
people are promised laptops.
Uhuru is very good at kuruka hizi vitu. Atasema mimi sina deni ya mtu.
You know, someone tweeted and it was trending, I think, last week on car grants and help.
Yeah.
And everyone is talking about they can give the MCAs more than 2 million of car grants. And then story ya help mazia kuna msana kusaidia nao. And this is where siasa and vijana comes into play, because right now it is the politicians playing the game and they are forgetting about the youth.
Of course.
And if there's something that the president would have said so that we can even think about hata sisi tuhombo kidogo ni kusaidia vijana na history ya help.
Wanarudi kuwahonga.
I think the Kenyan government
Ikifika kwa raia.
Sai bado yuko MCA. Wanarudi kuwahonga. This whole thing itafika time they are going to take the other day Raila was university leaders at Sarova. Wataitwa tena na this time I'm sure hiyo siku alikunywa tu chai ya Sarova bure, but I'm sure this time wakirudi tena ataambiwa sasa fanyeni hivi.
Lakini kuna funga na allowance mkitoka pesa.
Alafu sasa because ikikuja kwa wananchi kuna these are the come to think of it, turuke huko kidogo, kuna walinda katiba
akina Madhakarua
wamekuja openly, they've said they are now officially anti-BBI and they are saying
it is illegal
and
to do such a thing to the constitution.
But one thing I'm telling you for sure, wakichotwa kivyao pia.
Lakini if there's someone mimi najuanga huku au kwa level yake ni
Martha Karua.
Somehow I've never had a scandal involving Martha Karua. So
She had a scandal
which one?
a while back.
Which
Alikuwa
one?
she had a
Si ya
scandal
pesa.
in si ya pesa.
No, Martha Karua
Ni ya
kwa-
vitu zingine tu.
Ndio nasema ikifika scandal ya dope na story ya constitution, Martha Karua usimama street.
But
She's a very
yes,
strong
yeye
woman.
yeye ndo alizimia kivitu stima
sasa
KICC 2012.
So me, what I say,
We never forget.
if they think the BBI is as good as they're saying it is,
Yeah.
educate us on it,
Yeah.
make us understand.
Yeah.
Tukielewa inafanyika, now let us decide without you giving us
I
anything.
guess
And
right,
But
You
the
actually-
moment you say you're giving people something so that they can do something, it's all wrong.
You're
It's
actually
losing
right.
the meaning.
You're actually right. But this is what is happening. These people wanasema BBI is right. Then the NCAs now wamepewa for the first time wamefeel a real taste of power. They feel they have powers in the earth. So wanasema now mmetukujia, tujawakujia, sisi tunataka ka grants. Now mistake yenye Uhuru anafanya ni promising them car grants. We don't know whether he'll keep ama not keep
Uhuru,
the
I was
promise.
actually saying to someone last week, Uhuru sasa akikwambia atakaa mpati kesho.
Usimgoje.
Sina deni yako bro. Ulisikia wapi?
Usimgoje.
Sina deni ya mtu.
Last
Sina
okay,
deni yako.
to the next thing. Last Saturday in Kisii, burial ya Nyachai.
Kuna watu walipigana
Bloody Mayweather.
ilikuwa ya Nyachai, ilikuwa
Haikuwa ya Nyachai.
Nyachai ndio alikuwa amepass the
Nyachai
same
ndio
day.
alikuwa amepass.
Watu walipigana mangumu.
Watu walichangamka.
And I was thinking DP kwanza, first of all big up security ya DP. Nchiki wenyewe hasa walijituma hapo mbele wako hivi. Hapo ndio unajuanga difference yetu na hapo.
Wana protect.
Nyinyi mtapigana lakini DP ako tu hivi. Wasa wamemprotect na alikuwa tu ametula.
Na uliona Rao.
Rao alikuwa tu
Rao alikuwa hivi. Hata security haikuji. Yani ako confident hivi vita itamfikia.
Because of who he is.
Ilikuwa embarrassment for the country.
Ako zone anaangalia tu sasa wa vijana.
Actually, maybe what usema sana kwa history ya politics kwa Bari.
I think all
Yeah.
those guys are apologizing.
And I think it should, actually the guys that were there were actually interested in the politics thing. And I think we've gotten to a point even when pastors say hatutaki siasa kwa kanisa, it's actually the pastors that
Wanataka.
hata ikisema hatutaki politics kwa burials, it's actually wase wenye
The bereaved.
they believe that they are the ones that want
You see what
siasa.
happens, the bereaved wanaenda wanaalika MCA.
Yeah.
MCA anaalika MP. MP kani watangatanga anaamka.
Naambia hapa kuna platform.
MP wa huku anaambia watu watangatanga Ruto atakuwa wewe kuja
I
uongee
think kuna
BBI.
mazishi kadhaa zimefanywa bila politics.
Kuna
Kuna kadhaa ina depend na family. If the family says no politics,
No
there will be no
politics.
politics. And I think that's actually where we need to get to a level of not blaming the politicians for some things. Someone was saying if you speak to a doctor, they'll most likely speak about medicine.
Yeah.
If you're speaking to a professor, they'll most likely speak about
But
university.
honestly,
and
unaita
politicians-
politician
and
ataongea
politicians-
nini?
Politician akikamkuongea hapa ataongea
Ataongea
siasa.
nini? Si ni siasa.
So if you invite a politician to the podium, he'll speak about
speak about huwezi
Hiyo
mweka hapo.
hiyo video nakwambia niliwatch mara kadhaa. Wewe msanii pigwa kizevu hadi.
Alikuja.
and it's so sad that we are saying this na vita zimeanza. Tulikuwa
But
tunasema-
it's shameful. The last time tulikuwa na some technical issues.
tulikuwa
Hatukupost hiyo
tunasema.
video, but tulikuwa tumeongelea na tukasema that vita zinaanza hivi.
kutoka ile time Rao
Kutoka ile
alichapwa
time
mawe.
ya Rao na nini.
Actually maybe hata before ile time ya Murang'a.
Inaanza Murang'a. Then after that, in Murang'a everybody condemned it.
Grudges zinabuild up.
Everybody condemned it, ikatulia. So now vile watu walienda Githurai wakaanza kusumbuana na it is said that some politicians were seen in Githurai a day before kuincite watu eti Rao asikuja hapo. That was very bad. After hiyo Ruto akaenda Bama. Watu wa Rao wakasema simlipiga Rao.
hata sisi
Hamwezi kuja. Sasa in Kisii ilikuwa imebuild up sana.
makali politicians wako angry.
Ilikuwa imebuild until the politicians themselves wako angry. Wakaanza kupiga. And niliona vida kulikuwa na ile me on my way going to make bad decisions. Na Osoro amesimama.
Actually alikuwa anajua nini
Amesimama anaenda vizuri, unaona anaenda kufanya nini. Because alifika na akaanza vita.
Very bad example for the city.
That is very bad
That
example.
is our leaders doing that. So what do they expect?
Now, Kenya nilikuwa najiuliza if you know the fact that in as much as politicians don't respect burials, wananchi respect them. if this thing inge happen kwa political rally, what will have happened?
My goodness.
Si supporters wa huyu angeanza kupigana na ingekuwa
If it was a rally and this guy is this side, this guy is this side,
ingekuwa mbaya, and the politicians themselves ndo wameanza. So shame on them, shame on Arati. Na mi hata Arati alienda kufanya nini? Kama wewe ni wa Nairobi ukienda kwa okay,
relax.
Have respect. Hata kama alikuwa na wenyewe kwenye mazishi, at least have respect.
Have respect. Now on to some good news manze. Ama before that, kwanza, do you think, I have a question for you guys. Do you think ni lazima kukuwe na referendum? Because the main point of BBI is wanaleta pesa chini.
Kwanza nilikwambia story hii pesa. Nimeshinda nikisema story hii pesa ya chini. The government is unable to pay the county government 15%. Hii 35 itatoka wapi? Let's start with that.
You know,
so don't speak
on that
about
point, Ruto alisema hivyo last weekend. And I was like, dude, you're the government.
And I don't care. I'm not saying I'm not speaking
Ruto
about
alisema hivyo nikabaki,
Yeah,
you're the government.
Yeah, Ruto is the government. I'm not.
Sasa unasema
Na mimi semi
nini?
juu
So
ya
tuambie
nini?
mbona mmeshindwa. Wewe ndio unafaa tuambie mbona
Ndio
mmeshindwa.
nasema sasa mimi semi as a politician really think. Mimi
wewe
nasema
si
looking at the
politician.
government. You see, hivyo ndio mimi nasema. Hata Kenya Ruto anasema, unajua Ruto ana behave tu kama ile kusema
Ruto-
2 billion ni bopa per day na yeye ndiye anafaa kutuambia
Nani ameiba?
kutupea hope na kusema huyu ndio ameiba.
Very
So it's the
bogus
same thing. So I'm
people.
just saying
So you're saying
history ya do kama hawezi beat demand ya 10%
15,
wasidanganye
so
15 hawezi wasidanganye.
kuna tumesema mtu asi point out wizi inafanyika kama hana solution.
Mtu
Exactly.
kwanza hata si
Exactly.
sana president anatuambia 2 billion. Hiyo ni machungu.
Naibiwa.
Hiyo ni mbona
Exactly.
anatuambia hata
And yet we are really accelerating on the
Unaona
debt.
hiyo on was it? No, Wahiga on Tuesday alileta some professor, I think he's chairing the BBI committee, nimesahau jina yake, na a lady from the Linda Katiba team. Na the professor, in as much as he really had a bad mouth, alikuwa anaongea mbaya. There's a point alisema which kind of makes sense. Aliambia watu wa Linda Katiba, okay, you are telling us this is bad. Na currently as we are in the 2010 constitution, it is not working.
Yeah.
So give us the solution. Na msiseme political goodwill.
Actually, it's actually political goodwill.
Because
listen, if you can't follow the constitution as it is right now, what guarantees us that the BBI will make the politicians follow it?
iko na some clause zenye inawa limit na inawa streamline.
Hata hii ingine iko nayo.
Aina
Iko na
mudo. Ingekuwa hivi. Tumeabide by what was there first.
Yeah,
Ndio.
yeah.
Tumefanya hivi.
Including the
Sasa-
gender rule.
Sasa
No
now
one is abiding.
we see that there is something else better that can improve.
No,
Unaona? That's
the
when
problem
we can
is-
change.
the thing is,
But if
it
kama
is
hii ya
not working.
kwanza hatuja implement,
it is not. Kwanza gender rule 2010 constitution, gender rule ina nini on the fact that wananchi wenyewe watapigia women nini, wewe na wezi lazimisha mwananchi kupigia mama kura. So that's why maybe we need a few changes, but we'll keep on talking about that because hiyo si topic ya leo. To some good news, I promised you good news. The face we've seen for the last almost 12 months now, the last 11 months.
From March, I think it's 10,
March now is Feb. 11 months tumekuwa tukiona kila siku. Mtoto wake akatutolea banga hapo katikati, tukadance mastingo. Mutahi jana recently said that we are flattening the curve. We are coming to the end of this thing.
Are we,
but my real question is it really
Exactly.
coming to an end?
Exactly. Amana, you know 2023 is approaching.
Me personally,
and politicians are really crafty people. Wanaweza amua kuambia we flatten the curve so that they allow themselves room for campaign.
Personally, Tanzania said they don't have COVID. And I'm telling you for sure that country has no COVID. Watu wanaishi ni kama kuna COVID.
Mimi kitu nilikuwa nafikiria when you sema the curve is flattening is the way they are now doing testing in China. Wanaeka test kit kwa haka. They are putting the test, they are testing through the exit. There. I've never stammered that much in my life. Now that's what they're doing. And pia China walifika place walikuwa wanasema they are done with COVID, you know. So even if we say that we are done, it's a hopeful kind of situation, but let's continue fighting it. Because if
we take precautions. But I don't think it's...
But Mimi, from the start, I've always said COVID equal, but I've never believed in these numbers. because these numbers these are the people telling us these numbers ni politicians, si technocrats, na politicians are really crafty people. Kama saa hii vile wanasema imeisha, utapata labda bado wana record 4K a day, but wanataka room for campaign.
There was a time I was actually doing interviews with doctors, and most of them were saying that COVID is there, and it's high numbers than what they actually report. Okay, so there's actually this one madam. She said that she was a victim. She had COVID. The whole family members had COVID, but she said that her case was not reported. So how many people are in that situation? All right.
It's I guess most people don't know it until it affects them personally. Yeah. And if the curve is flattening, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah. If indeed it's flattening.
If indeed that's true.
True. But it's never better safe than sorry.
For sure.
Prevention is better than cure. So
sanitizing, washing
let's
your
just sanitize, wash your hands,
keep safe,
mask, keep safe, and keep it the den.
Keep distance. Like hapa hivi pia tuko social distance.
Kati ya kitu.